Let's jump to the war here, and today we are rating a god tier one-man Doom stack. So we've got Zhao Ming here, who has always kind of been the best one-man Doom stack, but now with all the new equipment, the effective health that he has is just utterly ridiculous. We'll just go through some of the stuff here. He's at 88% ward save, but it's actually 93 because this will activate as soon as the battle begins. So he's at 93% ward save. Then going through his equipment, he's got the scintillating shield, so he could get higher than 90% ward save if he had like an Armor of Destiny or something. The only reason you would need that is if you were going up against something that had the other Trickster Shard, which would lower his ward save, but that's not the case here. So going up against the Sentinels, they've got 4 full stacks. I don't think they've got, they don't have any equipment, so we don't have to worry about that. Then he's got the Sword of Cain, which is at thirsting level. It doesn't need to go any higher because it's mainly about the ward save, but yeah, it can technically go higher. Then he's got the Talisman of Preservation. We got the Burning Books of Khorne, so giving him spell intensity and, of course, extra ward save. And you've got the Chalice of Malfure, which is giving him the 500% battle healing cap. And then, of course, the Nemesis Crown. So I've already gone with a calculator to figure out what his effective health pool is. You know, not taking into consideration any ward save, just what the total amount of hit points that would need to kill him. Because the thing is with the Dragon Lord, so that's Zhao Ming, Miao Ying, and Yuan Bo, when they turn into a dragon, they don't heal any health, but they get a separate pool of regeneration. So this is essentially 1000% battle healing cap. The base amount is 75%, so that actually gave him 150% plus 1000%, so it's 1150% additional healing on top of this. And the number was 205,337.5. So that's his total amount of health that would need to take down. That's not including the barrier and not taking into consideration ward save. If you take like 90% damage reduction into consideration without taking into consideration armor, because armor can also reduce it even further, then yeah, he's at 2. You would need to do 2 million effective damage in order to actually kill him. So I don't think they're going to be able to do that, but let's see. So everything is on max battle difficulty, and let's see how he goes here. The only other way that you could really handle this is if you were going up against it, which the AI is never going to do this, is to kill him quickly enough that he can't regenerate. Which at 90% ward save, you would need to use the flaming attacks. Do we have flame resistance? No, he doesn't seem to have any flame resistance, so against flaming attacks, we actually don't have 90% ward save. Which the Tomb Kings aren't really bringing any. So yeah, you could have gotten Imric's defeat trait to mitigate this. But yeah, you'll actually not have full resistance against that. So we've got, yeah, 200% spell intensity. I'm just going to stand here and just let him, just do nothing. Let's just see what happens. I'm just going to do nothing for this entire battle. Let's just see what happens. Gonna do no abilities, no spells. I shouldn't have even moved him to begin with there. I just decided at the last second there to actually do nothing. I'm not gonna make any decisions. Let's just see what happens. Not gonna redirect him. Just gonna AFK the entire battle. And of course, they haven't even gotten through his barrier yet. And yeah, at any time we could turn into a dragon, which would give us a separate pool of health. So yeah, if he would use up the initial 575% healing, and just transform into a dragon, you get another 575%. And that's assuming there aren't additional, like battle healing cap modifiers, which I don't know if there is. There might be. Now, we don't have to rely entirely on the Nemesis Crown, but like I said, I'm not going to make any decisions in this battle, apart from the initial one that I did. And just let it play out, and let's just see how it goes. They have to get through more than 2 million effective health not including the barrier, and they have not even broken through his barrier yet. And of course, Zhao Ming on foot is a small target, which those are the best one-man doom stacks because it's hard for the enemy to dish out loads of damage. Only so many entities can hit him at a time. And of course, he's got 142 melee defense, so their chances of hitting him are pretty much universally 8%. Is there anything in here that might have flaming attacks? Probably not. Don't think it's going to matter. So if we look over here, there should be, 93% there, but we do have fire weakness. So that makes us 73% resistant to flaming attacks. Unless it's a missile attack, in which case we're at 88%, I think. So yep. Now the thing is with barrier, it's obviously really good to have some, but if you are constantly getting hit, then you're not getting a chance to recover it. But the thing is with Zhao Ming, all I have to do is transform into a dragon, and because they've got no flying units, they'd have to use their missile units to get us. There's no way. There is nothing that anyone could ever do to defeat this. Short of having another one-man doom stack. But the thing is, they would have to have the Sword of Cain and the Nemesis Crown, so you gotta steal it off him. They've almost gotten through his barrier. Almost at the point where they can start knocking off that 2 million effective health. Which of course, if I'm not gonna press this button, then it's only effectively 1 million. And again, that's not taking into consideration armor. Because armor can reduce 100% of incoming damage, but only non-armor piercing damage. So for example, if we take this unit here, of the armor piercing weapon damage, it's only possible to block 90% of it. But the base weapon damage, we can block potentially 100% of it. So this would be on average about 70 to 80% damage reduction with this, of non-armor piercing damage. It doesn't matter if it's magical attacks or not. Almost got through his barrier. That being said, you know, Kairos Fate Weaver, the one that we did with him, they didn't get through his barrier, so we didn't lose a single hit point. But I also had to micro a fair bit with that. Whereas, I'm just observing on this battle. This would obviously go a lot quicker if I'd use Final Transmutation to kill off the single entities. That'd actually do shitloads of damage against them. No spell resistance on them. Okay, now they're slowly ticking away at our health. It's hard to know exactly how much damage in total they will have done to us. I guess what we could do is just have a look at, like, just add all that up afterwards. It'll probably account to less than 1,000. So I think the army losses will be triggered fairly soon, because there's not that many of them left. They've brought in all their reinforcements now. But yeah, this is the thought of you'd need 2 million damage in order to actually kill him. To put things in perspective, he himself only did 500,000 damage in this battle. So they would have to do 4 times as much damage as we did to them in order to win there. Yeah, that's with the Nemesis Crown just racking up thousands of kills, thousands of damage per second, essentially. Like, even if you had Zhao Ming standing still and you had, I don't know, let's just say Clan Scryer with rattling guns completely surrounding him, firing in on him. That could work, I guess, because you would have unlimited ammunition. But yeah, it would take hours to kill him. So yeah, this is completely fucking unstoppable. It's absolute overkill. So yeah, if we were to add up all the damage dealt, I doubt it's going to add up to much at all. And we didn't have to do anything. We could have actually done this without taking any barrier damage if I had just used the final transmutation a few times. This is fucking ridiculous. I wonder if they'll attack again. Not in this location anyway. This doesn't matter. So let's have a look at him on the campaign map and have a look to see if there's any additional battle healing cap stuff. Jeez. I don't think that's worth it. Okay, where is he? He would have been here. Okay. So, I'm just not 100% sure about his battle healing cap. So just going through... Actually, I'll just pause the recording because it'll be a lot quicker. If I just go through here and see if I can find anything that might have indicated he's actually got more health than what I had first gone through. Because going through everything here is going to take a little while. Okay, so it actually didn't need to take very long. I didn't even think about this. All I had to do was scroll down and see that, yeah, his additional battle healing cap in total is just 500%. All you gotta do is have a look at all these additional battle effects here. So in terms of his defeat traits that he got the Deep Cleaner and the, where is it? The one I'm looking for is Wades Through Gore, and did he get the, yeah, Draesker's Power. Those are the ones that provide extra hit points on your characters. But yeah, absolutely ridiculously powerful there. There's no army that even has a chance of killing him at all. Like, in some of the other one-man Doom stacks, you could possibly conceive of a scenario where maybe you could beat it. But in this one here, no, there's just like 2 million effective health. It's just so ridiculous. Anyway, guys, this is like a 100 out of a 10 one-man Doom stack. There's just nothing that you could ever go up against that's ever going to be a problem for this to deal with. But anyway, that's the end of this one. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this one as a one-man Doom stack. Appreciate you guys, and thanks for sending this one in, and I'll see you next time. Later, guys.